So guys, I've decided I'm going to be upgrading my electrical system from this to this, and I'm going to explain why in this video. So if you see my original electrical system video where I set up all the electrics in the van, you see that I use the Aferiy P210. So it's got 2,200 watts of power that you can use, and the main reason why I've used Aferiy is because of this little port here. So hopefully you can see that it's 12 volt 25 amp for your 12 volt system. So pretty much what that means is any of your 12 volt appliances like your light, your fridge, your diesel heater being the main one, it draws a lot of wattage when it's starting up. Once it's started up, it comes back down, but most power banks don't allow you to run that high wattage through the 12 volts. So like I said, lights, fridge, diesel heater, water pump for the sink, USB socket, stuff like that is all run through that one. So like I said, that's your main thing for a camper van. And I'm not gonna lie, this has been great, absolutely great. I can't fault it. I cannot fault it one bit. I think I've had it for about 6 to 7 months now. And yeah, like I said, can't fault it. It's done everything I need it to do. The battery in this is 2,048 amp hour. I don't know why it's 48. I'm not too sure. But yeah, this usually does me for about 3 to 4 days. 4 days of them being conservative, but usually 3 days before I need to charge it back up. And how I charge it up is through the DC to DC charger. So there's different ones you can get. Aferiy do their own now, so which is really good. You can obviously get Aferiy and it's just compatible with the Aferiy power system. The reason why I'm upgrading to this, which looks exactly the same, doesn't look any different, does it guys? But there's a few little differences, is because it's, instead of a 2,400 watt hour, this is 2,800 watt hour. So pretty much that means I can use higher power appliances. So I'm just going to throw some out there: air fryer, microwave, hair dryer for Ellie, hair straighteners for Ellie, Hoover if you need to bring the Hoover out, Hoover up your van, anything like that. It can run up to 2,800 watts, which is plenty. Like, to be honest, I've just about got to 2004 on that, so that little extra 400 is for me a big difference. Like I said, it's got a few other features which I'll show you now. So some of the big upgrades are this port here. So I'm not sure if you can see that extra battery port. So what this does, it allows you to buy extra batteries for the power system. So that's the same again, this has got the same battery capacity as this one, which is, what is it, 2,048 amp hour. So it's the same size battery, but this allows you to buy extra batteries. So what that means is you can go off grid for longer. Like I said, this lasts me, say, 3 to 4 days. With an extra battery, I could get the same again. So I could be off grid for like a week quite comfortably. So yeah, like I said, this port here, so obviously you do have to buy the extra batteries, but you plug into this, and then the battery is probably half the size of this, something like that. So you could just store it next to it, you could pile them up. Obviously I can't in this because of my furniture, but I could sit it next to it. And like I said, I can be off grid for a week, and it allows up to 5 or 6 extra batteries. So that means you can be having like 10,000 amp hours of battery, so you could be off grid for 3 weeks without needing to charge up. So yeah, that's a great feature. That's one of the main reasons, just because if I'm going over to Europe, I'm going to be needing extra power. Okay, on this side, it's very similar, but there's differences in between these. So on the P210, you can charge up to 1,100 watts through the mains. On the P280, you can charge up to 1,800. So basically that means you're going to get a faster charge. I think this charges up from 0 to 100 within 2 hours on the P280. This one will be obviously a bit longer, maybe 3 hours. Yeah, something like that. The second difference is on the P210, it's only got one XC90 port. So this is what I connect my DC to DC charger to. So, and it allows up to 500 watts of power. So when you're driving, your alternator charges this battery at 500 watts. With the new P280, you can charge up to 600 watts, but there's 2 ports, so that means there's 1,200 watts can go into this. So I can connect this to my DC to DC charger, 600 watts. And I've also got solar panels, so I can charge up to there. So altogether, I could charge up to like 1,000 watts personally, but it goes up to 1,200 watts. These little differences, guys, I feel like Aferiry's done a great job just putting these little things in, especially this one for me, because when I'm off grid and not starting the van up, not using the alternator to charge the battery, I can get the solar panels out and use them. So now that I've shown you both power banks, I'm going to install the new one, and I'll show you how I set the original electrical system up. I've got a full video on it if you do want to watch that. It's a bit more in depth. This is just more of a quick oversight, but yeah, I'll show you guys how I did it. So we'll have to come inside for this. It's a bit dark, obviously I've not got the lights on at the minute because the power bank's not plugged in, but yeah, let me move these out of the way just to show you and give you a better view. So all my electricals are under this bench, under here. Yeah, I might as well show you. So this is how it looks, guys. This is I built this little frame, ignore the wood split, but this is just to hold it and stop it moving side to side. Here is my DC to DC charger. So this one allows you to adjust it. But like I said, Aferiry have got their own, which allows 600 watts of charging. So yeah, this just needs tidying up. On this side is my fuse box. So as you can see, spotlights, interior lights, heated seat, that means diesel heater. What I forgot, overhead lights, water pump, refrigerator. So everything is going to there. Right, let's get this new one in. Do you know what? I best check the battery because it's not fully charged, but there should be plenty of power to show you. There you go, yeah. Maybe you can see that. You hear it firing up. It's got 26%. So we'll just let that fire up a minute. Right, there we go. I'll just leave it up here for a minute to show you, and I'll see if these wires reach. Hopefully they do. So this one is from a DC to DC charger. So this is an XT90, it's called. And this goes on the side, like I said, into this port. So once I put that in there, that is the DC to DC charger connected. So I'll quickly go and start the van, and you should see this start taking power in. Alright, let's have a look what this is doing. So now the engine's running, this should start taking power in. Obviously I need to give it a minute to fire up, but once it gets to a certain voltage, you should see power being taken into this. Turn the tunes off. And there we go, guys. So see straight away, it's taking in just under 500 watts. And it's saying it will take 3 hours for it to charge like that. So I need to adjust my DC to DC charger because I've got it set up for the Aferiry P280, which only allows 500 watts. So each port on this, remember, allows 600 watts. So I need to adjust mine so it takes in 600 watts. So it'll charge a little bit quicker. I don't think it'll be a massive amount because it's only 100 watts, but it is a little bit more. So obviously I will adjust it at some point. But for now, I just wanted to demonstrate how this works. What I will do as well is I'm going to set up these portable solar panels. So technically, these are 400 watts solar panels, so they could take in 400 watts. I've read online they're always just under a bit, so it might be like 350-ish. But we've got a lovely bright day, so it's a perfect day to show you. This thing still amazes me. You get all these solar panels folded up into like a briefcase. Oh no, guys, I've just realised I don't have an extra XC90, so these Anderson connectors connect to an XC90, which needs to go on. So I don't know why. I thought I had one in the packet, so I don't. So unfortunately, I can't show you that. But basically, what you'd do with this is you'd plug this straight into the side of here. What I'm missing is just another one of these, so I just need to order it. Anderson connector to XC90. So, like I said, I'd connect that up to that, and then straight away we should be getting near enough 900 watts going in, up to 1,000 once I've adjusted the DC to DC charger. Like I said, I've got a full video on these solar panels if you want to check that out, so hopefully that could explain a little bit better. But yeah, like I said, apologies for that, guys, but like I said, head over to that video and it'll explain a lot more of what I'm talking about. And you can see already it's gone up 3%. It's literally been on for like 5 minutes. So from my experience as well, even 500 watts of power going in, it doesn't take long to charge at all, especially when you're on a long drive. Say you're driving 2 hours down the road, you're going to get 80% of battery easily. So yeah, right, so let me show you my setup again one more time. We're in now, so a bit fiddly work. Let me just plug the XC90 in. So like I said, this is the one that's attached to the DC to DC charger. That's that one plugged in, and then we're going to go for the all-important XT60. So this is the one, like I said, connected to my fuse board. So this goes in this port here. Okay, and right, once I turn this on, we should have power to the lights, fridge, like I said, everything that I've just mentioned. So I hear it beep, fire up, this little symbol comes on, and we'll have a look, the all-important test. Boom. There we go, we got power. So those lights come on, the underlight cabinets come on, the fridge has come on. As you can see, the diesel heat is flashing, so that means it's just setting up. All my little lights now run off this. So let's stick everything on. I might even put I'm going to even put the diesel heat on just to show you guys. So I'll give this a minute and you'll just see everything fire up. Right, here we go. See how this is flying up now? This will probably get up to like 180, maybe even over 200 watts. This is because the diesel heater takes a lot of power. This is where a lot of power stations fail and they're just cut out because they can't handle that much power going through the 12 volt system. So yeah, there's not many that do this. I think there might be one extra maybe, but you need to buy loads of different stuff with it, where this has got everything built in. That's the beauty with these power banks. They've got an inverter built in, they've got batteries built in, they've got 12 volt, they've got 24 volt, everything is built into this. And like I said, the battery lasts me 3 to 4 days. With this new P280, with the extendable batteries, the option to get more batteries, you could be off grid, like I said, for a week, depending how many batteries you've got. And most of the time, you're going to drive in between, aren't you? So, yeah, let's have a look now. Yeah, it's only gone up to like, what, 170? Might fly up to 180 every now and then, but other than that, let's stick this light on to see if that makes a difference. And we'll turn this USB on. So it's got all the USB sockets as well. Let's plug the mains in as well. Let's see what happens. Not much, guys. It's handling it very, very well. Very well, as you can see. So I've stuck everything on. Obviously, once I stick more appliances on, say air fryer, hair dryer for Ellie, straighteners, like I said, maybe a Hoover, you bring the Hoover in and Hoover up the van. That's when you're going to see the most out of these power stations, because it allows you to have those luxuries with you. And I can't see it. I don't know anything or anyone that's going to be using up to 2,800 watts of power in a camper van. Like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Are you hoovering up? Are you making chicken in the air fryer? Like, are you drying your hair all at the same time? What are you doing? So yeah, for me, these are the way forward, definitely. So that was just a quick video of showing you the new Aferiy P280. Like I said, I'll give you the reasons why I've upgraded. The main reasons being the extendable battery, the higher wattage output that I can put in, and it being able to charge it at higher wattage, which means I'll be able to charge it faster. So yeah, great bit of kit. Like I said, I can't fault the P210. Yeah, there's not one thing I can fault on it. So it was just those little things that made a difference to me. So yeah, Aferiy have kindly given me discount codes for you guys if you want to use them. I can put them on the screen, or well, I'll also put them in the video description as well, so you can save yourself some money. The last video I did, I had a few people messaging me asking a lot of questions, so same again, fire away. I'm more than happy to help, and I can help you save a few quid. I'm more than happy to do that as well, because who doesn't like saving money? So yeah, one more thing as well, 5-year warranty on these. So yeah, they're worth the money. honestly they are. And if you ever want to take it out, for example, I've just got an allotment, so if I ever need to take it to use the strimmer, power up the strimmer, power up a barbecue, electric barbecue, anything, the portable, so I can literally just take this out of the van if I need to use it in the back garden to do some work, if I need to go camping and charge my phone and this and that. They're very good. They are very good. So yeah, massive thank you for watching. Like I said, fire away with questions. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video, guys.